greatest on the court, and I'm the greatest on the
Get comfy. Choose your filter. Sepia, black and white, chrome, neon gold, superfly. Okay. Get ready to smile. Ready? Smile, please. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, say does
And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition. You know, with all the talent in these two backcourts, Doris, this should be a very exciting matchup.
And you know, Kev, it feels like we could say that for most matchups these days, right? The league is so heavily laden with talent at the guard position. I feel spoiled.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Up front, it's Randall at the 4 and Hartenstein at the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, who's out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Hart in at the 3 slot. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Now here's Brunson. Back to Randall. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside. Hartenstein. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall.
Yeah, Julius Randle has a good feel on the offensive end. On time and on target with the pass.
Jacks up a 3. The shot comes out. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Here's Brunson on the money with the open jumper.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
The 3 from Tatum. Drills the three-pointer. Tatum's got 6.
Jason Tatum has built such consistency from beyond the arc. Doesn't matter if there's a contest or not.
Like you spent your first 4 seasons playing in New York. What's that like?
When the Knicks are winning, Kevin, there is no place you'd rather be. The fans are incredibly smart, loyal, and they'll treat you like a king. But no doubt that media pressure is for real.
DiVincenzo against White. Takes a 3. Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Now here's Brunson. That one falls. Brunson's got his second basket of the game.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Doris, something to admire about Julius Randle is the joy, the pure joy he takes in this game.
Well, joy obviously comes when we're successful at something. And Julius Randle has become consistently successful at NBA basketball. He's worked hard to make that perimeter game as dangerous as his dribble drive game. And that kind of balance leads to great success.
Knicks trail by 3. From deep, Brunson. Here's Randle. Rebound by the Celtics.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Pass to Tatum. Here's the 3. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Now, this is one of the best scorers in the game today. Jason Tatum, we're getting used to performances like this.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Here's Brunson. Softly drops in the floater. 6 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Oh, that's a silky jump shot, playing right over the top of the defense. Mr. Brunson, how good are you?
Tatum, that's good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And here's Randall after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Brunson, no good.
Boy, a miss like that would drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Now here's Brunson. He has 6. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will return possession. The Knicks making a switch here. McBride's checked in.
Miles McBride.
Out to the right wing. The 10-footer. And the jumper is on the mark.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's O.
Now here's Tatum. 18 points for him. Sinks the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
And here's Randall after Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. No good from 11 feet. Outside, Porzingis goes up on the wing, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Porzingis. Tatum's got 23 points.
Now that mid-range jumper is so on point. Jason Tatum is a 3-level scorer.
DiVincenzo against White. Porzingis with the steal. Outside Holiday. The 3 from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Boy, that jumper is as pure as it gets. Jason Tatum off a pass from his teammate makes easy work of it.
DiVincenzo against White. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. Passes it to Hartenstein. Here's McBride. Clock at 4. Pass to Hartenstein, and that one is stuffed right through.
That pass was about the location, puts it perfectly into the hands of his teammate.
Boston leading by 14. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game.
Knowing it's his responsibility to find open teammates. Holiday, nice job setting the table there.
Here's Randall. The rebound by the Celtics.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Back to Porzingis. The 3 from Tatum. And so it's the Boston Celtics closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Achua is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Robinson. And it's McBride in at the 2. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. You know, Jalen Brunson, for the NBA at least, is small in stature, but his tremendous footwork enables him to operate inside and out. He says, I've tried to make my game for what I had as versatile as possible. I've got to be crafty. I'm not jumping out of the gym. I'm not racing down 52 seconds, but I'm going to keep you off balance. Kevin?
Oh, I love his game. David, I know you do as well. Hey, thank you. And the Celtics with possession here. We know they like having Brunson out there, Greg, a player they can run the entire offense through.
No doubt. And he can be trusted on to take the keys and just run things effectively. He keeps mistakes to a minimum, and he's a solid creator for his teammates.
The beauty of Jalen Brunson, you can play him at the 1 or the 2, but we know he's always going to put the pass on time and on target.
Well, Leaner. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
New York calls timeout. Musician Jack Harlow in the building, showing his love for his Celtics.
Well, his support seems to be serving them well, right? The way the Celtics have been playing, I'm sure Jack Harlow is having a nice night thus far.
Now Tatum, after Jalen Brunson missing on that last three-pointer, and the shot is good.
Well, this is an example of the court awareness we talk about with Al Horford. This guy's a very willing passer.
DiVincenzo with it. And the Knicks miss again.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And the pass to Robinson. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Tatum's shot is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason, I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Porzingis is checked in for Boston. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Hart finds Brunson. And they go to the intentional foul. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Al Horford.
Number 7, Jaylen Brown.
Anunoby passes to Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Austin's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. The three. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. And Greg, the way the Celtics have approached this season in terms of intensity, I think they clearly feel, though, they have unfinished business.
They've been so close to a title for a number of years. They've even been title favorites at times. It's part of the maturation process, as excruciating as it may be.
And here is DiVincenzo. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Hartenstein. Now Brunson. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 8 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
A nice shot by Tatum.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Porzingis kicks to Tatum. And the Celtics another three.
Yeah, Porzingis, because he's a scoring threat, that's going to open up opportunities for him to find his teammates.
Passes it to Hartenstein. And here is Hart. Pass to Brunson. And the Knicks good for two.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now Brunson, after Jaylen Brown's three-pointer that didn't go. There's the pass to Hart. Now here's DiVincenzo. A three ball. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his fourth rebound in this one. He took the opportunity when he saw it. Brown's got 6.
Well, Jaylen Brown has proven himself a legit three-point threat. Now you've got to step out even farther. That's a big-time deep ball.
And the basket is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Brunson's got most of his shots to fall. 6 makes in 9 tries. Pulls up on the wing and got it. Another basket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. For New York, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. DiVincenzo passes to Hartenstein.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Pass to Pritchard. Here's Tatum, defended by Hart. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Just tremendous confidence from Jason Tatum. This guy understands I am a scorer even at the most elite level.
Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. And Pritchard pulls it down. Outside Tatum. Launches it from deep. Oh, he made it, Doris! He made it!
Holy moly, he made that!
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Here with Jason Tatum. You have been rolling early. How did you get in that rhythm?
Just staying aggressive. Just continue to get in the gym and see something go in. It feels good to see him go in early. And it's so good to have us have a good start. Hopefully we keep it up.
Yeah, it was flowing great in that first half, Jay. Thanks very much. Back to you guys.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Holiday in at the point. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now, Doris, thinking about last season for the Knicks, clearly a step forward.
Well, Kevin, you have to consider it a win because you go ahead and advance in the playoffs for just the second time since their '99 finals run. Adding Jalen Brunson to the mix was obviously a great decision. This looks like an organization moving in exactly the direction you hope.
And again for three.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. The Knicks shooting and offensive execution has been beyond great there. 63% from the floor in this game. That one rolling around and rims out.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. The Knicks are one of the most efficient offensive teams in the league, and that, of course, starts with getting the right looks. Coach Tom Thibodeau says we know what the value shots are. If you don't have one, how can you help create one? Whether that's attacking the rim, screen off the ball, do things that can help us create the shots that have high value. Kevin?
Yeah, a disciplined approach. David, thanks.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Randle with the bucket.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
To the paint. The kick out to Tatum. Fires the three. The Knicks pull it in. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Now here's Brunson, guarded by Holiday. They get it back. Outside for Randle. Randle can't get that one to fall. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And here's Tatum for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Tatum's got 12 now in this quarter.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
Holiday against Brunson. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Sweet move. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And you talk about a tough matchup, Doris, for teams against this one. Kristaps Porzingis. He is a tough cover.
Yeah, listen, Kev, this guy has that rare combination of both size and skill, increasingly more efficient, and when he's healthy, he's really been a problem. Boy, you love the rise and fire off the bounce by Jason Tatum. That is not easy.
Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Hartenstein. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
In the 2016 and 17 drafts, GA, Boston ended up with the 3rd pick overall both of those years.
And they nailed those picks, getting Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum back-to-back, setting up their franchise for years.
And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McBride's checked in. Timeout call, the Celtics. Tatum way outside. Again, the miss by the Celtics. New York's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And there's the pass to Randle. Count that one. Randle's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
To the wing on the left. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
DiVincenzo passes to Randle. And it's off from three-point range. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. The three from Tatum. It's rebounded by New York.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
From 12 feet out, Randall can't get that one to fall. The Celtics shooting in the third quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. Tatum's shot is off. The Knicks shooting just 33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high-quality shots. Pass to McBride. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
He's the leading scorer tonight, being aggressive, and so far, no one's found a way to slow him down.
Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. A quick shot there, and it's off target. The Celtics have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. The Knicks shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's Randall, and he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
.29 seconds left in the third. And here's Tatum for three.
Celtics foul. Tillman.
A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Hartenstein. OG Anunoby comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Burks in for Dante DiVincenzo. Now a timeout called by Boston.
All right, fans, give it up for Celtics Entertainment.
Jalen Brunson was checked in for Julius Randle. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. And here's Brunson outside. That shot is off. Celtics shooting just phenomenal here tonight. 73% from the field. Boston again missing. And a fast break now for the Knicks. And Anunoby slams it in.
Let's remember this is 6'8" with some hops. OG Anunoby with the dunk.
The three from Tatum. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Big time shot to beat the buzzer there. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end to the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
What a performance for Jason Tatum. He has been the story so far for Boston. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. We've got more in store for you right after this. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Anunoby out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's McBride in at the two-guard. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And the Celtics making a change here. Tatum way outside. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's McBride. Unloads from 13. And Pritchard pulls it down. So it's Boston now. Passes to Tillman. And here's Tatum for three. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
From downtown, out to the wing. Here's McBride, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
And the basket by Tatum.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
McBride passes to Anunoby, and Robinson wide open. He shoots. Hits the jumper in space.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Drops in the tray.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Burks. And Anunoby slams it in.
You know this about OG Anunoby. This guy's going to give you tremendous effort nightly. Really good job on the glass.
And good. There's another.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Burks, the pass to Anunoby. From deep, Brunson hits it from three-point range. Brunson's got 19 points.
This guy won't give an inch. Brunson answers back with a three of his own. You've got to love it.
The three from Tatum. And another one falls.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Robinson, a slam dunk by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson knows who he is, a vertical spacer. What a pretty dunk.
Shoots the three. Tatum's shot is off. New York's gotten off 4 three-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. McBride, and again, New York with the triple.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
The three from Tatum. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Jason Tatum with the answer from 3. That's how you stop an opponent's momentum.
Outside Robinson. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 6th rebound on the night. Puts up a deep 3. Robinson pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Some nice passing by New York here. And the layup is good. 12 points for Robinson.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
There's Brown with the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one. Out to the right wing. Here's Brunson, and there's the drive, and he uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, Jalen Brunson just reads what the defense concedes, and on that one, it's a drive.
Pass to Pritchard. Good on the triple.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance. Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
From deep, Brunson. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one was a dazzling game for Jason Tatum.
They simply can't stop him right now. This guy playing with passion and focus.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
Yeah, GA, such a good, impressive play in the paint. Count the basket.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Here's Anunoby, and Anunoby slams it in.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
And Boston has possession. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here. Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
Here's Anunoby. Good on the shot.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Tatum way outside. Misses the shot. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on the break tonight. How did you get?
Thank you, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.